Happy Halloween, everybody on YouTube. FoxCat here, and as you can see, I'm all festive. Let's move that up a little bit so I can see better. So, it's the last day of Inktober, and I made it. I'm going to show you guys what I've done, and we're going to finish off Inktober. Thumbs up to me, and if you want, last year was my first Inktober. It'll be down in the description below so you can see that. I'll also link earlier month video when I started Inktober with you guys, and here's the finished product. So I am going to change out of my Harlequin costume because one, here in Southern California it's still 90 degrees outside, so this is very hot. Two, I don't want to get it messed up with any of my alcohol markers or ink or anything like that, so I'm going to transform into something beautiful. My summertime daisy costume. Much better. I'm not going to put any earrings or anything like that, but I've got my summertime daisy outfit. So, let's get into my travel sketchbook and see what I came up with. I was using Jake Parker's official prompt list, so that was really helpful actually this year. Let's get to it. Alright, so let's end this Inktober off with a flip through. So first off, day 1 was poisonous. I'll link my starting Inktober video down below so you get more of what I came up with. Day 2 was tranquil, so I did this tranquil garden. Day 3 was roasted, so I had a roasted turkey leg being devoured by a little chippy girl. Day 4 was spell. I was inspired by the last unicorn movie, so I did kind of this rose, and I used kind of a watercolor technique to color the actual body and flower. Day 5 was chicken, so of course I had to do Torchic here. Day 6 was drooling, and I decided to do Pikachu with a bottle of ketchup, since in the animated Pikachu loves ketchup so much. I really do not like how this sketchbook does not like to lay flat and all of the paper gets all mudged together. Anyway, we have that one. Day 8 was star, so I drew the Lumas from Super Mario Galaxy because they're stars in that sense. Day 9 was precious, so I did a baby dragon. This is the Oriental Asian style. Now I can't turn the page. Day 10 was flowing, so I did this beautiful Japanese garden with a flowing river and cherry blossoms blooming, playing around with my Crayola brush markers. A random sketch of Harley Quinn chibified in kind of my quote-unquote Young Justice styles, trying to get a version of Day 11, which was cruel. So I did Harley Quinn here. Just another style of Harley Quinn. Day 12 was whale, so I did a orca whale and a beluga whale. My two favorite ones. Same theme with the watercolor look with alcohol. Day 13 was guarded. I was inspired by some Bible verses. And she's basically guarding her heart by covering her eyes so she can't see the evil of the world. This is probably one of my favorites. Okay, day 14 was clock, and so I decided to do this little steampunk chibi lady sitting on a pocket watch, which is a form of clock. Great. Day 15 was week, and all I could think of was weak Pokemon, and what's the OG #1 weak Pokemon from way back when in the beginning? Yes, that'll be Magikarp. Why we have a game called Magikarp Jump for our smartphones, I don't know. Next up with day 16 was Angular, and I did Miltank. I actually kind of enjoy him. He's a nice addition. I would love for his story to be like he's a random product Pokemon from all of the experiments going on. He's a Ditto that was a failed experiment that became Miltank, or, you know, a result of everything. I don't know. I don't understand it. Anyway, I think he's cute. Not sure on his evolution, whatever it's called, and everything. So next up, day 17 was swollen. So I did Daisy and Luigi in the bee suits from Super Mario Galaxy. I had no idea what to do on this day, to be honest. Okay, day 18 was bottle, and I was just going to have all of these random bottles, and then I got the idea of making it look like it was a laboratory, and the sea dragon had been captured in a bottle. And I used like the alcohol marker blending to get the various colors to show that they're see-through. That's a tester page for a few days down the road. Next up was 19, which was Scorched. So I decided to do beta fire Pokemon. So you got the Growlithe baby, the Vulpix baby. I believe that's like Flame Chew or something. I don't know. Anyways, that was what Cyndaquil replaced. And then that's Torchic's beta design. Next up is Breakable. And I kind of played on Spell, which I think was day 3 or 4. Day 4. Day 4 was Spell. So this was kind of the previous thing, the Broken Vase and the Wizard, which whatever. Magic user tried to transform this rose into a human form, or into a human to save it. That's the concept. Next day was on 21st. And that was Drain, and I just had to kind of do Rogue. She's one of my favorite X-Men, and her ability is she drains or absorbs or takes away, temporarily uses another mutant's abilities. 22 was expensive. That's what all the colors were for on the swatch page. Basically, this was not my original design for this. It's just what it ended up with. I was trying to design an expensive looking Komodo. Just because here in the US you can't buy them like you can in some sketches for 23, which was money. And this was my final. I have a pig sitting in the mud with various forms of mud on him. Dry, re-wet, wet. Next up was 24, which was chopped. So I got a chibi chef getting ready to cut up some meat. She's very happy about having that humongous knife. Random sketch for day 25, which was prickly. So I decided instead of the barrel cactus family, I would do a prickly pear cactus. Very simple, not much to it. 26 was Stretch, so there's not too many superheroes that are really stretchy. You got Mr. Fantastic, Elongated Man, and Plastic Man, so I decided to do Plastic Man. A great nod to the fact that I've also been playing Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and you use him a lot. Okay, day 27 was Thunder. I was originally going to do a chibi version of Thor from Thor Ragnarok, one of my favorite Marvel movies to date, and it was not happening. So I drew Jolteon, Jolteon's Japanese name is Thunder. Sketch of Pixie from X-Men, trying to come up with day 27. Or I did that on day 27, coming up with ideas for day 28. Which was Gift. So I decided to draw Blink without the background portal. This was originally from a deck of cards that I created for my sister. Alright. And we have a swatch page I used. You saw that earlier. Yesterday was, or not yesterday, the 29th. Yesterday was not that, oh man. Excuse me. Sorry, it is allergy season and the wind is howling outside. Anyways, the 29th, Monday, was double. So my thought was, oh, twins. But I couldn't come up with any good twin characters for some reason. And my mind came to Team Rocket, which I was like, I've done too many Pokemon. So I decided to do the Wonder Twins. And oddly enough, they're getting a comic reboot next year. Anyways, yesterday, this one is yesterday. Yesterday was Jolt, and I thought of the energy cola drink that was around in the late 80s, early 90s, and came back again mid 2000s of Jolt Cola. So I decided to drink somebody who was a big fan of it. Drinking their Jolt Cola. And last but not least, which you saw earlier, today's prompt was Slice, and I created
took my Candy Girl and decided to give her the 90s style of slice soda, which was one of my favorites growing up. I was a big, huge orange soda fan growing up. Orange and Sprite and Squirt were like my top ones. So here it is. Again, I used my metallics. As you can see, earlier you saw that I had done the same blue here, and I decided to do a metallic, and there it is. That is Inktober. I am finished. I may continue doing this, especially my smaller notebooks. We'll see. I'm not planning on doing November, which is next month's thing. If I do that, I won't do Inktober because I don't need 2 challenges in a row, especially when the holiday's coming. So I will hopefully see you Friday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a fusion video done. My ideas have not been working out. But anyways, I will see you next time for the next art video. FoxCat you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who might enjoy my art.